Here we go. Welcome break. It is a welcome break. The calm before the storm, which is a Manchester derby at Wembley. The roads are carnage right now. We set off just early enough before everything broke. I think we've missed one of the accidents on the M6 already, but you can only imagine the trains going on strike today is just an absolute joke. It's an absolute farce, but we're nearly there. We're about 20 miles out now. Just had to stop for a pee because entering London, entering around Wembley area, and you get stuck in traffic and you need the toilet, you're in for a hard 20 minutes sat there with nowhere to go. So yeah, I've learned my lessons and I've took it on board, and I've made sure this time that I'm well sorted. And here we go. This is the last bit now. We've got some bits to do before the game, a bit of filming, maybe some talk sport stuff and things like that. But yeah, it is all go. There's City fans bleeding everywhere. I think I've stopped at 2 services now, which were just pure City fans. But on the roads, you can see the United fans. You can see it. It's building, people. It is building. It was calm. It was early this morning, but now getting to mid-morning-ish, you can feel the vibes kicking in. A derby day is coming. An FA Cup derby day is coming. Here we go. Okay, we have made it inside Wembley, inside the press box. Unfortunately, the press box is mainly positioned next to the City fans on their side of the stadium, so unlucky. Anyway, we've had a little bit of league team news, so obviously when this goes out, I'm not going to get in trouble for it coming out, but it does look like a very similar setup to what it was when we beat City 2-1 back at Old Trafford early on this year, with Bruno being on the right of a front three, then dropping into midfield alongside Eriksen, Casemiro and Fred. I think that's to nullify City's power, which is midfield. We stopped De Bruyne, and that would use a stop supply to Erling Haaland, and that's where I think United are going with this one. It works at Old Trafford. Will it work on the big pitch here at Wembley? 50-50 support as well, so we're not at the Old Trafford crowd behind us. So let's see how that goes. Usual back four: Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Lindelof and Varane holding the middle. I've jumped the gun a little bit with this team news, so if you're watching this video and it isn't that's just what's been leaked and sort of known just before kick-off, or just before the teams have announced anyway. But yeah, this is it now. This is big. Spoke to United fans, spoke to City fans. City fans are very, very confident in this game. City fans think this is going to be a foregone conclusion and it's just a landslide. I think maybe just a little bit overconfident, and that's where United can win this game personally. But yeah, I will confirm on team news when it comes. We're going to get our positions, get something to eat, get something to drink before everything starts here. The press box is packed with dignitaries, ex-pros, the mainstream media. Everyone is in there who's anyone today. So yeah, it's mingling with the so-called pundits that's decided that Ten Hag didn't deserve to be in this nomination for Manager of the Year. If this goes one way today and United win, you're going to see a lot of people feeling a little bit stupid with that prediction of Ten Hag not winning this trophy, because if we did wait till the end of the season, Ten Hag surely, if he's got 2 trophies, will be up for manager of the season. We will see. A lot is going to happen today. It could be stressful, it could be painful, it could be jubilation. It is going to be one of them games. It might be a hard watch for United fans. It's going to be hard for me trying to hold everything in this press box. But yeah, that is it. That is what we're dealing with right now, and the pressures that come with a derby, let alone an FA Cup final derby. This FA Cup final has been lit. Manchester United 1, City 1, half-time here. That game, from the start, could have literally just been a catastrophe for Man United. 20 seconds in, 1 point upfield, 1 goal, 1 shot. Unbelievable. David De Gea hasn't had anything to do since that, mind. And Manchester United have just battled their way back into the game. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been what you would call free-flowing football by any stretch of the imagination, but United have just stayed in it. And that's what we've not done in these big games before. And today we've seen, and we've got our rewards by just being industrious, staying in it, battling, and not giving City time on the ball. Like I said, De Gea's had, 1 save to make from a Haaland slice from a good ball in. I think it was Gundogan who put that ball in there, but past that, Manchester United are, I feel, more than in this game. It's just a case of sticking to it, sticking to the plan, sticking to the shape now with Manchester City, because they're getting frustrated. Jack Grealish diving at the end there. I mean, it's unbelievable, cheating off the pitch as well as on it. This is what City is all about. But for me, I don't understand how Wan-Bissaka is the only player in the book right now, and how for instance, Silva hasn't been booked for that foul on Luke Shaw, how Stones has been booked for the foul on Casemiro. Unbelievable refereeing decisions, but the one that they needed to get right, the important one, what VAR is there for, was right, and we got it right. I'm here with Faz. It didn't happen at the start, mate, but we ground our way back into that.
Yeah, listen, as soon as we got that penalty decision, you could feel all the players start believing again, and that's what's important. You can get punched, but you have to be ready to punch back. I told you, it's about stopping them. We're in the game, and we're very much in the game. We're aggressive. We're playing with vengeance. You know, I'm seeing lots of forward movement. It's not like the players have caved in. This was the fastest goal. I think Louis Saha was the last person who scored that sort of goal. So, look, this is very good. Really positive signs. I'm really happy. 2-1 Manchester United. I'm calling it now at half-time.
Oh, we're going to take that all day long, but like Faz says there, they've just always done is just battle City, got in their faces, made it difficult for them, and they haven't had much, let's be honest. Wan-Bissaka's had Jack Grealish in his back pocket, like we knew he would do. Jack Grealish at fault for the penalty, which has been a good day pretty much for Jack Grealish so far, but United just need to stick to the plan, like I said. Stay strong, stay in shape, don't give them the time and space, and don't give them any respect. United played their game in spells there, and they also go and passing movement. We have got a couple of options off the bench. Garnacho can make a difference in this game, I'm sure, late on. Tired legs, how City are going to cope? They probably thought, and their fan base probably thought, that was going to be a procession all the way through to the end. The arrogance and cockiness before the game from Pep, Hosman, while United's song and anthem was being sung, and it just got a little bit of a taste of what happens when you go into games a little bit too cocky and too confident. United are more than in this, like Faz said, well and truly in this game, and this could go either way right now. The next goal, I feel, is key though. Second half, first one to score, I feel like that will be the victor. Last match day vlog of the season is done and dusted. That is it for Manchester United. What a season it's been. 62 games, was it? 61 games. We've maxed out the domestic cup competition in terms of games. We've just had one bridge too far today in terms of Manchester City. They just had more. They had more off the bench. They had the better quality players. We nullified Haaland. We did well with De Bruyne in large parts, but then that leaves Gundogan. That leaves Jack Grealish. There's too many good players to take out the game, and everyone has to be on it. We had a lot of good performances today, and we've got lots of positives to take from that game, but in the end, quality counts, and quality in depth counts even more. That's what Manchester City have got. We haven't got. Ten Hag, he's batting off questions there about the future, about the summer, about the ownership, but that is key. He's going to have to deal with a lot of them questions going forward now, because that's where Manchester United can catch Manchester City. That's how we need to bridge the gap. It's investment, it's better players. He knows this, he said this. He isn't going to say it in public in a big press conference after losing to our local rivals, but then questions are going to keep coming. The ownership needs sorting. The Glazers have thrown us under the bus with dragging this out, but the club somehow needs to find a way of backing Ten Hag and still giving him that investment this summer, so we can actually get that gap closed on Manchester City, because we showed today we're not a million miles away. Yeah, City had that extra gear probably to go up in, but we held them. We made a game of it. We didn't go under. We didn't buckle like we did early on in the season after conceding early. I mean, 12 seconds is some sort of record, isn't it? But to be fair, we recovered, we battled, we got ourselves back in the game, and then a scrappy goal the second half killed us. And you cannot come back and go again from Manchester City too many times. Once is enough, try and get back in the game, maybe take it from there, but twice, it's a big ask, especially on a big occasion like today on this pitch. With the squad that they've got and the reinforcements they can bring on whenever they want, that is the difference, and that's where United need to get to. It's not a million miles off, but it's still a big gap. That's what we need to do. If we back Ten Hag in the summer, that gap will shorten. But how are we going to back him? Get the deal done, get the ownership model sorted. I mean, I want it to be the right one, but at the moment we're looking at it going, we cannot wait any longer than any sort of ownership model right now, just to back the manager and give him some sort of idea of where we're going forward and what he can, who he can bring in. That's what's important right now. United finished not on a whimper. It's a disappointing. Commiserations to the squad, but I mean, we can look at this and go positives. We turned the season around. We've improved from last season. We're back in the Champions League. We've got a trophy again. We've been to 2 finals. We've been to Wembley 3 times. It's been a good season, a very good season, almost excellent. That's what it would have been today with a win, but not quite. Guys, cheers for sticking with us throughout this season. It has been mental, and all your support, comments, likes, everything, contributions has been immense as always. Give us one more like. I will be still doing more content on my own channel as well as United Stand going forward, but for now, like, share, subscribe. We're out of here for the last time. The long journey home, and then bring on the summer.